Direct from the Six, world-renowned, Canada's largest city, with Canada's biggest thinkers, visionaries, and hustlers. This is Startup Talk, featuring the founders, funders, innovators, and community leaders who've led Canada's startup ecosystem right here in Toronto. You'll hear the challenges, the failures, the successes. Toronto's Startup Podcast gives you the full story direct from the entrepreneurs and influencers who've made a difference. Now, the host of Startup Talk, the founder of TorontoStarts, the Startup Coach.
AI is taking us by storm. It seems like every day there's new AI news. Someone's released a new model. OpenAI, I haven't even looked what their 12 days of OpenAI, what today is. Maybe you have, but we're all busy. I look later in the day and see what that was today. Yesterday was their visual model. So you can actually talk to it via video and it can respond and it can say, answer different questions based on video and stuff, which is interesting. But these things are changing all the time with things like computer use, the stories of even O1 trying to escape the lab where it lied to the developers and tried to replicate itself off a server and whatnot. Where do you see AI and automation in the next 5 to 10 years? As in the last year, if you asked me a year ago, I would have told you AI is going nowhere. It can't do what people think it can do, but it's grown so fast in that last year that I am amazed and shocked. And if people aren't using AI today, they need to be jumping on the bandwagon, but we're at the very tip of it. Where do you see this being in 5 to 10 years? And how do you see this transforming businesses?
What I'm thinking is the way it would transform businesses, I think a lot less manpower would be required. In the long run, what I'm thinking is majority of the companies will probably be just one-person companies. You can imagine something and AI, through AI agents, through a lot of automation, you will be able to scale pretty quickly. It'll come down to you will be able to succeed in the business and industry if you have the imagination, new ideas, originality. If it's anything to do with repetition, tedious, time-consuming jobs, it'll all be replaced.
The jobs that remain are the jobs people want. That's like whatever the humans want to do, they get to do it, and they get to give everything boring and lame and crappy off to agents. So I think a lot of us are just gonna, like, entrepreneurs and executives, like, they're the ones who will be left. It'll be a whole bunch of people doing politics with each other while AIs do all the real work. Just try to execute whatever the decision that humans finally agreed to was.
Well, when the bots rule the world, then it's the people who program the bots that have the jobs.
Yep.
So the world is changing, and you see these tools everywhere. I've seen recently that shipyard that's 100% automated. There's no people, where it's offloading all the shipping tanker things onto the trucks and everything. It's amazing. But that's thousands of jobs. And we start looking and the Luddite in me says this is bad, but the pragmatist in me says it's inevitable. I feel like when we start talking about this, it's who was the guy in The Matrix who replicated? He's inevitable. He takes over the system, and there's thousands and thousands. Agent Smith, thank you. I just feel like that. It's inevitable. So you can stand there and be an old man and shout at the cloud, or, you can not get run over by Agent Smith because he's coming no matter what. And so you need to start embracing this technology, or your competitors will be. I keep saying customers. Your competitors will be, and you'll be out of business soon. So you need
I feel like that's like just the basic sort of negative case for the technology. Like, at least you have to use it because the next guy is going to. It's kind of the nuclear weapon. Like, they've got the AI nuke, so you need the AI nuke too.
Well, I say you think that's a negative thing, but when the electronic printing press came along versus the handwritten one. It wasn't long before no one was doing the hand crank one. I'm just saying it's just the way life changes. Industrial age, we're moving into a AI age, if lack of a better thing. And the point being is you can hire 10 employees to do this stuff, or as a entrepreneur, you can spend some time and say, I can build a bunch of AI agents and now I only need 2 employees and now I can scale, or maybe not even. But the point being is now I can do this work without expending all those costs. I remember interviewing Dr. Sean Wise of Dragon's Den and the Naked Entrepreneur, and he's written probably more than 5 books now on entrepreneurship. He talked about, there was no cheaper time and better time to start a startup, and that was like 5 years ago. And I'm just thinking it's cheaper and faster now. With some tools, you can turn on a business in no time, build a website in seconds, have things coded. It's an amazing, amazing world. What is your advice for someone who's starting up and looking at these tools? Where would they go and what should they start thinking about automating?
So I think about you have to add value. Like, you want to compete in this new AI landscape, you have to add value, right? Everybody else, just like you're saying, they're going to be increasing their value add, right? If we look at marketers, right, a lot more marketing is now getting done. There's a lot more content getting generated, right? A lot more people are keeping their feeds full and they're able to do daily content, So in that arms race where everybody is suddenly able to ramp up their value, the people who are doing no content, at least they're now doing daily posting. The people who are doing daily posting, now they're doing high quality, well-researched daily posts. The people who are already doing high quality, well-researched daily posts, now they're getting the equivalent labor of like a week from an AI, all invested into like one super crazy optimized post, So you have to think about, how do you increase your level of value as a person? And that includes AI. AI should be a tool in your toolbox for you to increase your own value, rather than seeing it as something competing with you on being able to provide value.
Yeah, at minimum, just look within your business and see what are the things that people don't want to do. Right? Those are the easy ones to target. If there's jobs, or there's tedious tasks or like repetitive tasks that people in your business just don't want to do, or they dread doing, just target those. Those are the easy, low-hanging fruit. No one will be upset about it if you automate those ones, for sure.
And did you want to elaborate just slightly, because we just glossed over it at the beginning, on the opportunity for entrepreneurs to join this industry by using your tools?
Yeah, so I mean, our basic platform is an AI agent platform, but are focused on the needs rather than targeting engineers, like the vast majority of agent platforms. Like, they're meant to be tools you build on and build a product around or on top of, or maybe you integrate it into your IT infrastructure. We aren't really a platform for the agent itself. We are a platform for your agent business. So we're not really a tech platform. We are a business platform. And so we want to work with entrepreneurs who understand specific verticals, right? Like, you understand insurance, or you understand finance, you understand healthcare. You come to us, we will help you customize you an AI agent that is specific to that vertical. Maybe it does doctor's notes, or maybe even diagnosis, or maybe it does sales pitches or proposals. We work with you to build that AI agent, and you can go in the market, figure out the right pricing with those customers and everything. And hopefully both of us can grow together as successful business partners in this industry. So I really think that's where our target is to empower and enable not just ourselves, but other entrepreneurs to gain prosperity from the AI revolution. Brahman?
So where can our listeners or entrepreneurs or potential clients who think, I'm a subject matter expert and I'd love to take a look at these tools and see how this could work in a business platform for me, where should they go to find out more about Prospera Labs?
Our website is a good start, prosperalabs.ai, or just email me and then we can get started there as well, Raman@prosperalabs.ai. And then we can do some demos, onboard you onto the platform, show you around the platform, and then show you how we can help kickstart your business.
And for those of you who are listening, the email and those links will be in the podcast show notes. I'd really like to thank you for taking the time to have this great discussion about AI and about Prospera Labs today. I know we got kind of off track on ethics and Skynet and all the other stuff and where AI is going. I really appreciate you going on that journey with me.
For sure. We'll come back and cover the rest.
Well, you're welcome back anytime. Thanks
Awesome.
again.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks for tuning in to Silicon Scoop. We hope you enjoyed this episode's dive into the latest tech news. Stay connected with John Irwin and the Startup Coach on LinkedIn and subscribe for more insights and updates. Until next time, stay ahead, stay informed.